Hello guys, LENKEN here, and today I'm making a new Catacomb video because I noticed the Alice version, the new one, is actually a lot bigger than the other ones and a lot harder. So I just passed through one part here, and the boss was actually one of those heroes I wanted to discuss, and that's Ulfuria. Basically, when I'm doing the Catacombs, it's only 3 heroes that I'm trying to avoid. And the one that's a really must that you need to avoid, that's just Ulfuria. Because this hero, sorry, I need to see if there's any war going on. No, okay. Um, this hero, Ulfuria, she has a really nasty 6-star ability, where she basically cannot get killed for up to 5 seconds after getting a fatal blow. And then she will be stuck with very low health, like just a few percent. And that, together with this ability, where basically she can get up to 70% of an extra attack power for each 10% max health lost. So she will do some insane damage with this combination and kill even someone like my 376k Grim will not stand a chance against Ulfuria if I'm not lucky. And the only way to counter her, basically, is to get her stunned. If you manage to stun her with someone like Countess Magla just before she gets crazy, you might survive, not losing any heroes. But else, you might lose a hero every time you meet Ulfuria. So basically, when you do the Catacombs, most important, you need to, for each new section, like here's a boss, find one of those routes where you won't meet an Ulfuria. So if you see an Ulfuria, never go that way. This is basically most important. Let's heal some. Other than that, there's 2 other opponents you need to be careful with. One I mentioned a couple of times, and that's Dorian. Since his hook skill will drag always a ranger or someone in the back, and never have Voss or someone when you do fighting a team like this. Just switch them out to melee team, like put Sadhar in the back or something like that, or have your tanks on the sides. Usually they can be hooked by Dorian if they're on the sides, front sides. So you don't lose any hero. Even if you win the battle, you don't want to lose anything on the way. And the third one is actually this one, Nifa. It's the ranger on the right side of these heroes, because she has, I better show you, an ability where it's a passive ability which basically kills all the werewolves. So be careful if you're using someone like Halbjörn, or if, like in my case, I'm always using Dr. Wolfgang as a tank in the front. But if you have, if you meet Nifa, since she has, it does up to 35% extra damage, she will actually kill my Wolfgang. I usually try to switch around so she meets my Grimr instead of my Wolfgang. So these are the 3 basically opponents in the Catacombs you want to avoid. But the last 2 are actually manageable, Dorian and Nifa. But you don't want to meet Ulfuria, just stay away from her. That's the most important. Other than that, try to find as many buffs as those obelisks as possible during the way, so you get strong enough. So we can actually do some fights against Dorian just to show you. And now I actually forgot to change my team. This is a setup for the Ulfuria boss that I met. I couldn't have my Deva in front because she would have been killed. But usually for normal fights I always have as much healing as possible, consistent healing. I have Voss, Dr. Wolfgang, and then I also have Orlin, the Beast, to get some more lifesteal abilities, doing really slow damage, but by doing so I always top up full health on my entire team until before the next fight. Basically like this. But it's not as easy when I'm having Sadaharu in my team because he kills everything so fast, so sometimes I don't get full health for the next fight, and then it can be a problem. But basically for now we're going to meet Dorian, so usually my team setup would be something like, normally this is what I use when I fight normal mobs, but when I meet Dorian I remove Voss and put in Sadaharu like this, and then since the two melee guys in the back, they will actually run forward, they won't get pulled either. Instead Dorian usually pulls my tank. When Dorian is in the center position, he could actually, in this case he's on the right side, he will pull Dr. Wolfgang, which is not as good. He does that now like this, but fortunately the fight went really fast, so they didn't have time to kill Dr. Wolfgang in this time. So, some things to think about during this Catacombs. Stay away from Ulfuria and good luck out there, guys. Bye.